but OT can too. I think OT looks at the child or infant as a whole. So looking at, the baby's sensory systems, their musculoskeletal system. If there is an upset baby, we're dysregulated, so kind of giving tips for that for mom. If our GI system is really upset, using the infant massage. If we have body tension or positional preferences, knowing like, okay, if this baby might have torticollis or some restrictions, that's going to affect which side of the breast is going to work well for mom or for baby in that relationship. So it's kind of a combination of things. I think we look at that baby as a whole.
Yeah.
And do you think all babies have a preferred side?
That's a good question. I don't know. Looking back, I feel like mine might have.
Probably where they were in the womb impacts that a lot.
Yeah, it does. And mom preference too sometimes. Sometimes what feels more comfortable to you might start on that side.
Yeah.
Subconsciously or, prefer that side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And for speech, like Nicole had said, we really look into oral motor skills a lot. So that's how the mouth works. Is the tongue lifting? Is it cupping? Is our mouth and lips strong enough to create that good seal and that good suction? So we are successful feeders, whether that's at the breast or the bottle. And then also we're really looking at the oral structure to rule out any other things that could possibly be contributing to feeding difficulties. And that may warrant a referral to a specialist like a pediatric dentist or an ENT. So we're really looking at the mouth. And if there is digestive issues, I'm an infant massage therapist too. So I can work on those massage strokes for the abdomen and help get that constipation going. Because if we're super constipated, then we don't want to eat. And it's just this domino effect.
And those massage techniques are so great for moms to learn.
Yes.
It's so neat that that's part of what you do is teaching them some of those techniques. Because that really helps when they go home and they're not with you to have those techniques kind of in their back pocket to use. Another thing I think that's a surprise is a lot of moms don't realize how long the tongue has to elongate and how long the nipple elongates to make a successful breastfeeding experience. And I think that's something to look for if your baby's tongue really isn't getting out there and around the nipple. That could be a sign too that they're tongue-tied or that there's at least some tightness, whether it's body tightness. And would you recommend if a mom listens to what you're saying going, oh, I've got most of those, we're experiencing most of those. What do you recommend? Do they go to their pediatrician? Do they go straight to find an OT or an SLP that specializes in this? What do you recommend?
I would recommend them advocating to a pediatrician for a referral to either a Thai savvy IBCLC, CLC, occupational therapist, speech language pathologist that knows infant feeding.
Yeah. And how does a mom find out who that is? Just talk to their pediatrician?
Well, there are mom support groups on Facebook. I know the Kentucky Tongue Tie support group on Facebook is a great one. Do you have any other ones?
That's the main one I've seen.
Yeah.
And there's probably friends. If a mom has a friend, they may talk to their friend group. I know here at Marshall Pediatric Therapy, we have teams of people who can help specialize. You all are leaders in this. But definitely reaching out to your primary doctor is probably the first step. What are a few things that moms can try at home for the discomfort?
As I would say, if they're experiencing pain, there are, I think you had these, Rachel, Silverette cups.
Yes,
Silverette they didn't have those when I was breastfeeding, unfortunately. But those ice packs, you can do breast massage or compressions. There is such a thing as, if you're very engorged, a breast bath. So that's something we can kind of educate and show moms. Can you have anything else?
Depending on if they have like clogged ducts or something, you can do heat or ice, but shower, get the steam, lean over, let the gravity help pull those forward. Vibration even. Yeah.
Those are all good suggestions. I always remember the old long time suggestion of just put cabbage leaves on your breast to relieve it. So how do you know, like, even with breast engorgement, when that's becoming a problem? Because you want to prevent mastitis, but what is something you help moms with engorgement?
I think a lot of times mom's first thing is to stop feeding and pumping, which makes the problem worse just from our body being supply and demand. So really educating them on we need to relieve or we're just going to keep. And you'll know. I mean, I was engorged because Remy struggled latching and we had feeding difficulties. So when my milk came in and he wasn't emptying or latching frequently enough, I got engorged and I was so tight and so full and it's so uncomfortable. So that's a hard one.
It is hard.
It's
and
hard.
Mastitis is not fun. It feels like a truck hits you when you get it. It hits hard and fast and it's not fun. And the opposite, let's talk about that for a minute. When the milk production isn't high enough for the demand of the baby, what are some techniques that moms can use when they're trying to increase their milk supply?
Definitely increase nipple stimulation, bringing baby to the breast more frequently. We want to decrease the time between feedings or even between pumping. Power pumping is an option.
Power pumping.
Even just skin to skin so you can get that bond with baby. And if you're pumping and you're struggling to get that milk production, looking at videos of baby or looking at pictures of baby, keeping baby close, just so you can release your love hormones. That's a part of your milk production hormone.
That's so great. That's such a thing that we don't think about or isn't talked about. I know for me, hydrating was also another thing. Like sometimes our measuring it helps because we think we're drinking more than we are. And odd thing, I would try everything from, we didn't have lactation cookies when I was, that wasn't a thing then. But one thing I did do that helped me tremendously every time was carrot apple juice. I had a juicer that I would do carrot apple juice. And for whatever reason, those carrots and the apples just would make my milk production increase and I would get right back on track.
Nutrient dense diet.
One trick I kind of did with my second and third was every morning I would put like a bottle of water spots I thought I might breastfeed. So in his room, on the couch. Idea. So every time I'm feeding, I like try to chug some water to kind of balance that out a little bit.
It really helps when you're a chugger. When you struggle to get water down.
We're so busy during the day. That's the times. With baby.
I would do the same. Just chug it.
Or if you have those moms that the mental aspect and they're worried and they're stressed and all they're focusing on is I'm not making enough milk and they're counting ounces and it just becomes their whole life. I've even told some of my moms to put socks on their pumps when they're pumping so they can't see it.
That's
and
a
then
great
it takes
idea.
the mental part out of it while looking at baby or looking at pictures or videos or whatever. So then you can't focus on that. It's not an option.
And I wonder environment too. Like if you could just... Well, now people can pump anywhere, it feels like. It really can. Just stick it in your shirt and go. But maybe being outside or a beautiful scenery, can help you relax and really
even water imagery.
Water
so
imagery.
Like if you're somewhere where there is a pond or, a fountain of some type, it's supposed to help too, that effect.
Those are all great, great things to try. So... To wrap it up here, after birth, if you've got questions about breastfeeding, and if your baby's latch or positioning or things just aren't working, and you want to seek professional help, repeat that one more time. How can a mom get help when they're struggling with breastfeeding?
I'd say don't be afraid to contact either your OB or your pediatrician to get a referral for, a lactation specialist or OT, speech, to kind of get that process started.
Yes, you are your own advocate. Don't be afraid to advocate for you or your baby.
That's such good advice, because really in the end, we just want our babies. I mean, that's a mom's desire to be able to feed your baby, and however you feed them. If breastfeeding doesn't work out,
Right.
Yeah.
We say,
Fed is best.
there you go. Yes, we do. And I think there's so much pressure right now for moms to breastfeed and have a really successful, it's kind of a self-worth. You're a good mom if you breastfeed, you're not if you don't. And that's just a cultural thing that somehow women are feeling that way.
Right.
And we want to send a message like, no, if it's really hard.
It's hard.
It is.
It's hard to breastfeed. And if it doesn't work out, take a deep breath, enjoy your baby, and just make the best decision you can for your baby. And if that's bottle feeding, then that's great. That's really fed is best, yes. And so we want our babies to be feeding and peeing and
Thriving,
pooping
not
and
surviving,
thriving.
yes.
Right. That's what we want. We like those full diapers, and we want them relaxed and happy and satisfied.
Right.
And however they get there is what we want. So moms who are listening, we're so glad you joined us today. We hope that you connected to some of the strategies that might help, and we hope you feel more comfortable about seeking help. And most of all, we just want to cheer you on. You're doing a great job. We know that all moms want to feed their babies, and you've got a team of people around you. I know family, friends, and there's professionals in your community that want to help if you're struggling. And I want to thank our special guests, Rachel and Nicole. Thank you so much for sharing your wisdom and your insights. You're full of so much knowledge.
Of course. I'm happy to share this.
Yes.
Come see us.
Oh, yeah. Come see them.
Yes.
If you're struggling, come see them. They would love to help you. Thanks so much for listening today. Thanks so much for listening to Help, I Have Kids. If you're tuning into this podcast, that means you're a mom who's curious, committed, and ready to learn. And we see you. We'd love for you to join our Help, I Have Kids Facebook community, where moms just like you are connecting, asking questions, and encouraging each other every day. It's a space for real conversations, expert insight, and support from moms who get it, because we're all in this together. And if you know a mom who's feeling unsure or maybe overwhelmed, or just needs to be reminded that she can do it, she can advocate for her child with confidence, share this episode with her. We're building a village here, and we're glad you're a part of it.